Hey guys, and welcome back to another foundation review. Today we're going to be talking about and testing out the Kokie Cosmetics Full Cover Foundation. This foundation retails for $13 and I picked up the shade 20W. I had to look them up online because in store it seemed like there wasn't that many foundation shades to choose from, and it turns out that they have 18 shades, but really it's more like 12 shades because they have some repeating shades in the cool and warm tones. This foundation is supposed to be a full coverage, lightweight foundation that is supposed to deliver a seamless matte finish that lasts all day long. It doesn't have any claim as to the hours, how long it's gonna last, but it just says it's an all-day wear foundation. Personally, I really enjoy matte full coverage foundation, so this is right up my alley, and it looks like I possibly shade matched myself pretty accurately. I mean, it seems like it blends into the neck a bit here. Yeah, all right, so we'll be testing that out today. I'm gonna be doing a full day's wear test with this foundation. I will be doing check-ins and the whole shebang, so it's gonna be a fun day testing this out. And by the way, before I forget, because I usually do, my skin type is very oily, so we are gonna see if this holds up to my oils throughout the day. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into some application. My skin has already been prepped. I moisturized and I primed. I will list below what the primers and everything that I use. But again, here's the packaging of this. I really enjoy the look of it. It looks very sleek with the frosted glass and the rose gold print on it with the cap and all of that. So I really like it, and it does come with a pump. So let us pump out one pump here. Easy pump action. I am going to be doing a brush versus sponge comparison and see which one I prefer. I'm going to do sponge on this half, brush on the other half. I always like to do this with a new foundation, just so you get a feel for which application method you like, because you never know, sometimes it's different depending on the foundation, how best you like it. Okay, I would say that is some good coverage. I had some blemishes down here that it was covering up. Definitely looks very lightweight, first impressions wise. Doesn't look heavy. Probably helps that this side is the sponge side, because it usually makes foundations a little bit lighter, I feel, at least. That was the one full pump. I was able to do this whole half of the face, so I'm gonna go in with a bit more product. Let's do one more pump, just to see. Oh man, it has a scent. For some reason, it smells like sour apple candy. That is so strange. Is it supposed to smell like that? I was just like, what is that smell? It's actually pretty strong. I personally like the sweeter scents, so I don't really mind it, but it's just a little bit confusing that it smells like sour apple candy. Ooh, look at that. That was some good coverage. For some redness, some blemishes. Nice even coat. Oh, can't forget about the lower neck. All right, to complete this side of the face along with the neck, I did end up using 2 full pumps. The sponges usually eat up a lot of product, so I could kind of see that happening. I think with the brush side, we're definitely gonna use less product. It's gonna be interesting to see if it's gonna be a more a more full coverage look. I can never talk in my videos. All right, so one new full pump there. Gonna take a brush and apply it. And I'm using my Sigma F80, the round kabuki, to apply it to this side. Man, that scent is so strong. When you get it around the nose, you can really smell it. It's so weird. All right, one full pump down, and I was able to get up to here, all the way down here, and onto the neck. So definitely a longer stretch using the brush. Let me add just a teensy bit more product, finish this up. I don't think I need a full pump, or else that'll be too much. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even end up using the like half a pump I pumped out. Okay, so here we go, brush versus sponge application. honestly, I think they both look really good. I don't really have a preference. Both application methods seem really seamless. I don't see any weird caking going on or brush strokes or anything like that. I think both sides look very full coverage. The only benefit, I suppose, is the Kabuki, you use less product. So if you want to save some product, use that one. But I mean, seems like you could use your favorite method. So that's always good. What I am noticing though, hopefully you guys can tell on camera, but here's a fresh swatch of the foundation, and here's what I was using to pump to the back of the hand. And it looks like when it starts to dry down, it shifts color. It starts out looking like this, and then it's gonna end up looking more like this. So there is a definite color difference, because I was starting to notice it on the face. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm starting to shift colors a little bit. So be aware of that. I know this foundation is only sold at Rite Aid, and you can't really swatch it. Kind of a difficult situation there, but anticipate that the foundation you're picking up is gonna deepen up a little bit once it dries down. I was not prepared for that. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just kind of notice it here in the light. All right, but yeah, the foundation looks good. It does look like it is full coverage. The blemishes that I did have, they are covered. I've actually been having a pretty good skin day the last couple days. I have not been having as many blemishes as I've had in the past, so I'm loving it. I'm so happy. But really fast, I'm gonna do a flashback test, and I've learned to do this before I apply the concealer and the powders, just so we get, you know, a real true test of only the foundation on. So let's do that fast. All of the lights. I look creepy. Foundation lips, let's wipe that away. Okay, so looking here at the photo, I look super creepy. But I feel like there is a teensy bit of flashback in this foundation. I look very ghostly, kind of unfortunate. But on the bright side, the foundation has completely dried down. This thing is probably not moving at all. All right, but let us also establish a base time. It is currently 10:50 a.m. That is the starting point for today's timer check-in. I'm gonna really try to push the envelope today, 8 hours to 10 hours. Let's see where we can get and how long this foundation will let us. I'm gonna pop off camera really quickly, gonna finish up the rest of the makeup, and then I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. We will be doing the full shebang of check-ins today, so I'll see you guys in a bit and update you on the time. All right, so it's time for an update here. I've been wearing the makeup for a few hours. I also finished up the makeup look. I kept it very simple today, kind of minimal. It's Sunday. I didn't really want to wear a whole lot of makeup. And of course, I want to get a good feel for this foundation. So all I did for the face, at least, was just pop a teensy bit of concealer right underneath the eyes. Not a lot, just kept it right here. And I set that with powder. Everywhere else on the face, though, I did not set it because the foundation locked itself down. It did not need any more powder, or else I felt like it was gonna get very cakey. That's at least how it felt on the face, because it was just so dry. Can be a little bit of a good thing, bad thing situation. I feel like for my drier skin type people, you want to put a very hydrating primer underneath, because this puppy removes all of the moisture and it just locks itself down. There's no moisture left. So for my drier skin people, be a little bit cautious with this foundation. Oilier skin people, it can be a good thing because it may help to keep the oils at bay during the day. So kind of a good news, bad news, depending on your skin type. And it is now 1:43 p.m. so we are just 7 minutes shy of the 3-hour mark. Let me shift the lighting just a tiny bit. Not the greatest here. Oh, there we go. The clouds actually shifted up, and I think this is a better lighting because I wanted to show you guys it outside. That way you can see it in the natural lighting. Sometimes the studio lights just kind of alter the look of the foundation a little bit, and I like to take you guys outside so you can see it. But here is a extreme close-up of the foundation. You can see all my skin texture. I think it looks pretty good though. Oils are still at bay. I don't have any kind of shine. I am still looking very matte. The foundation does also feel still very dry. I think that's because of how this foundation is and how it locks itself down. It just has a feeling of being a little bit drier, which for me is not necessarily a bad thing since I do have the oilier skin type to worry about. But yeah, so far so good. We are 3 hours in now, and yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in another few hours. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, time for another check-in. I was actually about to leave to hit the store. I need to run a couple errands, and I looked in the mirror and I saw some discrepancies. So it is now 5:01 p.m. Since the last check-in. I believe it's been about 3 hours roughly, and I'm starting to notice just a little bit of a shine developing, which honestly isn't too bad. I think we're about 6 hours into wearing the foundation at this point, so far pretty good in that area. But what I had started to notice with the foundation, let me get you real close. Ignore that I don't have lip color on it, it's worn off. So the smile lines are pretty defined. That's kind of normal, but what I'm noticing is there looks to be a little bit of a caking situation here around the nose. It's starting to kind of divide a little bit here, and it looks like where the nose is trying to push out oils, the foundation is starting to divide, because it's also doing a weird thing up here where I think it's the forehead wrinkles and a mixture of oils perhaps trying to break free. It's pushing around the foundation. Oh, you can see it here when I raise my eyebrows. The foundation just seems like it's breaking down in a way on my forehead and a little bit around the nose. It looks good from afar. It's just when you get up close, you can see those issues starting to happen. Seems like 6 hours in is where this foundation is starting to kind of take a dive. I'm gonna keep my eyes on it though. I'm gonna be out and about right now, still wearing the foundation. We're gonna keep pushing it, but I just wanted to update you guys on what I was seeing right now, because that forehead thing was the first thing that I actually saw, and then I got up real close and I started looking at things and I was like, ooh, all this is happening. Still gonna keep wearing the foundation, and we will see how this looks in another couple hours. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. All right, so here we are, the final check-in of the night. Let me check the time. I'm in my bathroom because this is honestly the best lighting, since you guys can probably see the towels in the background, but it is 9:06 p.m. I've been wearing this foundation for over 10 hours now. I am definitely ready to take it off, but first, let me show you guys a full close-up of this foundation. So here's how we're looking 10 hours in. And here's the forehead situation. Honestly, let's start with the pros here. So the pros definitely are that my oils have been contained for most of the day. I'm looking a little bit shiny in this lighting. It's a little bit hard to tell, but my oils were contained throughout the day. I haven't even blotted once. So I'm definitely happy with that part. That was a win, but where I think this foundation fails is in the longevity of it. I feel like the foundation is just so dry that it just starts to crack during the day no matter what you do, because your oils are gonna start to break it down if you're oily. If you have a drier skin type, I mean, this may, I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna work for you guys. It may just stay looking very dry and almost verging on cakey, just because it really sucks all the moisture out of your face, and it just starts to form all those lines throughout the face, and it just started to look a little bit cakier the more the day went by. So based on this first impression, I would say that this foundation is a pass for both my oily skin people and my dry skin people. I just don't think this foundation is gonna be it. I mean, it wasn't terrible, it had some pros to it, but it was definitely not great, and it wasn't a foundation I would see myself reaching for over and over again. But yeah, so that is my final thoughts about this foundation. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!